Hi, Linus and Co. Your philosophy on only making things you feel can improve on is inspiring. Is there any product that you can identify that needs improvement that you wouldn't want to tackle?
Gaming. Games. I actually had a game developer reach out to me today, sort of asking if we want to partner to make a game.
It's very hard.
And, you know, I'm basically sitting here going like, you know, here's pretty much the thought process that I went through, because if you go back to WAN Show 5 years ago or something like that, 5-6 years ago, Luke and I would talk sometimes about, you know, ideas for games, or, you know, the desire to make a game or something like that. Like I feel like anyone who plays games probably thinks it at some point. Like, man, how cool would it be if it was like this, but not quite like that? Oh man, it'd be so cool to do my own game, and I do it exactly the way that I think it should be done. But the reality of it is that the genres of games that I'm most interested in are just not profitable. Like I looked at something like YouTuber Simulator, right? That PewDiePie partnership with some like gacha game company. I don't know who made it.
Yeah.
Maybe they're super reputable. I don't know. The point is, it was a microtransaction game. And I look at something like that and I go, okay, so the one side of me, like the business side of me, looks at that and goes, wow, that was a lot of money. That would have been pretty okay. Right? And then there's the more creative side of me that looks at a game like Crosscode. I think is a perfect example of the game that I would make if I was smart enough and talented enough and had the vision to make. Like, it's so good. But I can't imagine that it made them the same kind of money as YouTuber Simulator. And I'm sitting here going, where's the middle ground here? I actually don't know. Like, theoretically, episodic gaming was supposed to be it.
And then it wasn't.
Ongoing revenue, so that you can not just, you know, push and release and then lay off everybody and just have this toxic cycle, right? Like, it was supposed to make things sustainable, but in the longer term, it ended up being microtransactions, cosmetics, and then, you know, ultimately performance advantages in many games, because that's the way to best motivate people to just keep putting money into the machine, right? So with all that in mind, right, like, obviously I recognize issues with the gaming industry, but I want no part of it.
Yeah, and a lot of those issues are, not to be that guy, but a lot of those issues are because of the community's behavior. Like, if people didn't buy excessively microtransactions to insane amounts, giving companies millions and millions and millions and millions of more dollars than they would have otherwise gotten, they would not make games entirely based around microtransactions. Like, it works because the community embraces it. And people are going to be like, oh, I don't embrace it. It's like, yeah, that's good. But other people do.
And it only takes a small number. That's the thing that was really surprising to me. When I found out what percentage of the revenue of the mobile gaming industry comes from the whales and how few there are, like the fact that you'll have artists sitting designing specific items for a whale who you know is going to buy it, like according to their tastes. Luke blew my mind when he told me this, like some $500 cosmetic item that they don't tell that person. They don't like write them a letter, but they know that they're not going to be able to resist, you know, that one. And someone will sit and make,
they
knowing
buy all
they
the
will
red
sell
things.
one.
Or like they really like large, gratuitous swords that are shaped in a particular way and look really aggressive. They buy just all of them. So it's like, okay, we'll just make another one of those, guaranteed sale. Yeah. My something that's been kind of worrying me is the loss of, I know I always find ways to tie it back, but whatever, is the loss of Bethesda-style games. Because there are very few other companies that have really tried to make the really actually same type of thing. There's games that get kind of similar, but there's kind of a Bethesda ID. This game where it's completely open. You can just never do the main quest ever if you don't want. It's more about constructing this interesting universe. You can do whatever you want in it. I think their biggest departure from this was Fallout 4. That has me a little bit concerned about Starfield, but I'm sure it'll still be a good game. Whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm a little worried about that.
How did you never get into Breath of the Wild? That still blows me away.
Yeah.
That's like the whole thing. Is you just get dumped into this world and you just go exploring.
I should probably just emulate it because I really didn't enjoy playing it on a Switch.
Yeah, just
it was
emulate
mostly the like.
It's really easy now, like stupid easy. Like I could just set it up for you.
No, I'll do it myself. But like,
okay,
yeah, maybe I'll do it sometime. I haven't had a ton of gaming time lately.
I mean, unless you're planning to actually dump your own ROMs and your own firmware off of your Switch, I could help you set it up.
I will do that.
Okay.
I have pictures of birds. People were asking for pictures of birds. Here are my birds. There's one of my birds. His name is Wally. Cute boy. Here is other bird. His name is Scoopy, or just Scoop. Also cute boy. There you go. No pirating done here, just birds. No privateering.
You might as well have it on your shoulder, Luke. It's a parrot.
That is specifically why I chose that timing. I have been waiting to do it, but I did want to do it right then because of that. But yeah, those are my birds, Scoop and Wally.